Hello everyone, welcome to my keto journey. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a recipe that I created, well, because I like casseroles and they're easy. So what we're going to be doing is hamburger, broccoli, and rice casserole. So I'm going to show you a list of the ingredients, and I am going to be giving you the amounts that I am going to be fixing for myself because I'm only one person. So I usually split this up between a couple of meals. But I will list the full amounts in the description box below. So what we're going to be using today is, of course, our good old salt and pepper, some chopped onions, minced onions, some onion powder. We're going to be using cream cheese and Parmesan cheese, some minced garlic, of course, broccoli, and cauliflower rice, and then hamburger. So let's look down here and we'll go ahead and get started on our meal. So all I'm going to do right now is to brown some hamburger meat, and when I get this brown, I'm going to sprinkle a little onion powder, some salt and pepper on it. So let me get that done, and then we'll be back to continue the recipe. Okay, so our hamburger is through browning, and we're going to start adding our other ingredients. Now what I'm going to do is slide this back here like so, in the middle. I have turned my pan down a little bit, and then I'm just going to put our cream cheese in. Now you could melt this in a separate container, but you know, I subscribe to the theory, why mess up more than you have to? So I'm just going to break out the cream cheese, sort of put it in the middle of the pan. And I'm using 4 ounces of cream cheese. You can soften this if you want to, but you don't have to. If you want to mix it up separately, put it in a bowl with your Parmesan, melt it about 45 seconds, and stir until creamy. But my thing is, why mess up more than what you have to? And I forgot one more other ingredient. We're going to grate some cheese on top of the casserole when it goes into the oven. So everything will be done, so it's just mainly, you know, the cheese. Warming up the cheese. Now we got that in, we're going to sprinkle our Parmesan cheese in. Now, it'd probably be better if you used like grateable Parmesan and not like this. But you know what? I didn't have any. So this is what we're using. And it'll be just fine. I'm not going to sweat about it. Okay, to that, we're going to add half a teaspoon, excuse me, half a teaspoon of minced garlic. This is a 1/4 teaspoon, so I need to do 2. And we're going to mix that up. I'm going to work all the cornbread. All the cornbread. Oh, my mercy. I have cornbread on my mind. We got to work all the cream cheese into the meat and the Parmesan cheese. Now, what will happen is that Parmesan cheese, I think I got, nope, that's just, thought I had a little paper in there from cream cheese, but I didn't. The Parmesan cheese will continue to melt as well. So we're just going to stir that. Okay, then we're going to add our broccoli. And I'm adding about 1 cup. And then we're going to add our cauliflower rice, and I'm adding about 1 3/4 cups. Probably a little bit more than I would usually use for 1 serving, but I didn't have enough for another serving, so I just threw the extra in there. I mean, this already smells incredible. Okay. Then I'm just going to add a little bit more pepper because we put our vegetables in. And this shakes out really slow, so I'm not putting as much as you think I am. And we're going to add some kosher salt. I use kosher sea salt or either pink Himalayan salt. I'm out of pink Himalayan. Dollar Tree didn't have any. Too pricey for the other stores, so I just leave it off for right now. Sea salt is good for us too. So I'm going to let this cook for about 5 minutes just to get everything gel together, and we'll finish the recipe up. Okay guys, so now all we're going to do is I have a sprayed casserole dish, and I'm just going to layer this in there. Whoops. I didn't want to smoke y'all out, that's why I wasn't doing it this way, but pans are getting a little heavy for me sometimes. Okay, I'm just scraping all that yumminess out of there. Probably could have used a smaller pan, but you know what? My smaller one than this is too small. Okay, so now all we're going to do is take some, we're going to take some Swiss cheese, and we're going to put some Swiss cheese over there. And I'm actually using my little tiny grater, the ones that I usually do for, you know, lemon peel or something like that. So I'm just going to take my small grater, because I don't want it to get too much done. I just want the cheese to melt and combine and stuff. And so I have made this using mozzarella cheese. Pretty much it's whatever cheese I have left over in the refrigerator that is like a small block or too small for recipe. But you really can make your cheese go a little bit farther by using the small thing. It comes out nice little ribbons here. Okay. So we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes or until the cheese is nice and melted and brown. And then we'll come back and serve it up. Okay, everybody, it's out of the oven. Does that not look yummy? So let's fix the little bowl and see how it tastes. Okay, let's dive in there and get us a piece out. Ooh, that looks so good. And see how it holds its shape? I'm going to get just a little bit more. That didn't hold its shape that well, but that's okay. All right. That looks really good. So let's give it a quick taste. Okay, we're going to get a bite in there with everything. Sorry about that. A little hot, but oh my word, is that good. So I hope you give it a try. I'm going to take you over and show you the stats on it. Okay, so I want to read the little stats to you. See if you can see this here. So the broccoli has 2 carbs. The cauliflower has 2 net carbs. The parm is none. The cream cheese has 1, and the Swiss cheese had none. The seasoning, 3. And the meat, of course, no carbs, which is a total for 8 carbs. And there's 4 or probably 5 good servings, but I'm going to do 4. And that would be 2 net carbs per serving. So a very reasonable meal, and it tastes really yummy. So I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks again. If this is your first time and you're just stopping by, thank you for stopping by. Please consider subscribing to this channel, hitting that little red button down there. And when you hit the red button, make sure you tap the bell. That way YouTube will notify you, or should notify you, each and every time